there's anybody ever born to be a football coach, it was Dennis.
A legend.
A legend.
Greatest coach that I've ever played for, still throughout my whole life, was Dennis Cavalier.
My name is Kathy Cavalier, and my husband was Coach Dennis Cavalier. I'm a Kansas girl, grew up in McPherson, but he's a Pennsylvania boy, and we happened to meet at Southwestern College at Winfield, Kansas. Goddard was his first real head coaching job, where he was able to develop his own program, and which his philosophy was really more about developing young men rather than developing a program, because he felt like if you developed young men in the right way, the program kind of took care of itself.
First time I really got to meet Coach Dennis Cavalier was my freshman year. I was lucky enough to be coached by Coach Farrell Jones, who'd been the head coach at Goddard before. And I thought it was unbelievable that Dennis Cavalier was that humble to bring himself to Goddard and hire a guy who was the head coach before, bring him into the program to teach us and prepare us for varsity.
And Rick Kilmer and I ended up being his ninth grade coaches, because nobody else wanted to work that hard. Dennis worked his coaches and his players and himself more than anybody.
Goddard is where it all started for him. From there, he went on to go to Southeast, where he played for the state championship the 3 years he was there and won it twice. And from there, we went to Chickasha, Oklahoma, where he built a very successful program. From there, we came to Pampa, Texas, where he was able to do the same thing. But it all started in Goddard. And so that makes it really, really special.
Coach Cavalier started the tradition of singing the fight song after each game. He had asked the seniors, he goes, well, does Goddard have any kind of fight song? And they're like, I think so, I don't know. And there was like, and Chris Bogue, he was one of our captains, and he said, well, I think we've got one. And he put them in charge of finding the fight song. So hence, they found it, we sang it, it's become tradition.
After practice, we walked through town and then had basically pep rallies at every store that would allow us.
We actually would stop in the middle of Main Street, around where the library, where the bank was and all that, but right in the middle of Main Street, and we'd sing the fight song.
We're the Goddard blue and white.
Just the fight song being sung to this day, like my kids know it, says a lot.
One of his greatest assets was he was able to get kids to play for each other.
I knew that Coach Cavalier was special, and even better for the high school game, because you're not there just to win ball games. You're there to maximize the potential of your athletes, no matter what your record is, but most importantly, help them grow and learn during an interesting time of life, and bring them together, make them learn how to work together, be a team, and make everyone around them better.
But he said it's even more important that they care about each other and they're willing to play and do things to help each other accomplish their goals.
He cared about everyone.
He just had such a great influence on kids and loved what he was doing. And he wasn't just a football coach, he was everything. And it was all about, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You do it, if it's worth doing it, you do it the right way.
Not only on the field, throughout life and different activities. It wasn't just about winning football games with Coach Cavalier. It was about doing the right thing and helping us grow. And he has been one of the best, if not the best mentor that I've ever had.
I learned a lot from Dennis. I'd already been a head coach, probably longer than he had. And I still learned a lot from him, especially the part about how important it was to get the players to like and play for each other.
I'm so happy that Goddard High School has decided to award him with this great honor in the Hall of Fame. He absolutely deserves it.
The fact that he left a legacy of making kids feel important about themselves, I think was even greater.